this isn't just a hobbyganda show thing, this is also a sports anime thing. So much of the sports anime everybody watches are incredibly animated because that's part of pitching the sport. If you've ever watched sports, the difference between them is a ton. But baseball is regarded as boring, and hilariously in baseball, so much of the conversation around baseball, the modern sport, is like, how can we change it to make it less boring for the people who watch it, especially at home. Football is essentially a den of gambling at this point. But then you get to basketball. And basketball, if I was going to be into a sport, I would be into basketball. I'm not into sports. I'm a disabled art school grad who loves anime enough to talk about it on the internet to strangers. I am not a sports ball person. But if I was going to be into a sport, if I was going to pick one on purpose, it would be basketball. Because you watch basketball, and basketball has all the flair and amazingness, and soccer is a little similar to this, that is lacking in something like baseball or football or a lot of other sports, because the trick stuff that you see people do in basketball, you see them doing it during games, in reality. Learning how to play street basketball translates to being able to play professional basketball in a way that just doesn't happen with touch football or t-ball. And also in those other sports, there's not as much like tomfoolery you can engage in while in the middle of the sport. If you watch basketball games from the 90s when the Bulls were on fire, Dennis Rodman, there's a really famous picture of Dennis Rodman dunking the basketball in a wedding dress. That shit happened. That's wild. That has the epic, awesome showmanship of a shonen anime. And if you also did multiple sports animes about specifically basketball, and at least 2 of them are incredibly well regarded. Kuroko's Basketball and Slam Dunk are formative, not just sports anime, but shonen anime. And they follow those formulas and use them to incredible effect.